I am the disabled guy with the disabled life. This podcast is going to be about disabled issues and other things that interest me and others from the disabled community. I did this so that people understand what we go through in life and what we do, because a lot of what we do, it is interesting. I'm also going to talk a little bit about ADA and things of that nature. It's something that's very important to me and something that I learned a lot about when I did an episode. I'm going to talk more about it. Okay. This podcast, it's going to come out at 10 p.m. Saturday and Wednesday. So that's when that's when I think most people listen. Most people listen at night or have the episodes there for the daytime. So let me stop this. Stop. I'm going to talk about something today that is really something that's in my heart, really. And I want to tell you this. As a disabled male, I found it very difficult to, almost impossible, to have female friendships. And in turn, it's very difficult also when people judge you and they believe that you can't be a good friend, or let me say it this way, or they make an assumption that you cannot be a good romantic partner. I disagree with that, because look, if it's difficult for us to have a friendship or a romantic relationship, it's something that we will cherish. What I mean by that is we're loyal. We're good friends to those people that we're friends with, and so we're very loyal. It's something that I find that people do not give us a chance. People don't give us a chance because they think that we're not good partners. That's wrong. We may need a little bit of help in our life that in a non-tradable relationship we don't need, but I say give us a chance. Another thing that I'm going to talk about today is this is why this topic started, because a lot of people, as soon as we start talking to them, female, male, whatever, we don't know. Let's say females, to me, in my opinion. Okay, they'll come up and they say, I'd like to meet you, whatever. And then they say, send me money. How do I know that they're going to come? How do we know? They could be scamming us. We don't know that. Or it could be a male disguising as a female, which I know happens, because a lot of times it happens with teenagers. And I don't know. It's a bad thing out there. All I say is give us a chance. We are good partners. We are people too. We're looking for romance or friendships, whatever. But what isn't hard is to have male friends. For me, it isn't hard because but when it comes to female, it's difficult. And because they don't want to give us a chance, or they quickly want to friend zone us. I mean, sometimes we want the friend, but sometimes we want more. All I say is give us a chance, because we're good friends and good partners. Give us a chance. And how can we get to know you? How can we get to know you if we don't start out as friends first? That's my thought. Tell me about that. That's something that bothers me. And also, I'm gonna give a piece of advice. Caregivers, family members, please. If you think there's a romantic relationship going on, okay, let it happen. As long as the disabled person is not being taken advantage of, let it happen. Because sometimes the family member or caregivers think they're doing the right thing by over talking to that person. That is something that we have to deal with, but it's also on your part as a caregiver, friend, a caregiver, or family member, or even a friend, to just let that relationship go. If the person is of a sound mind, let it go. That person will figure it out, or that person, it may not bother, but yes, let it go. But let us live our lives. Part of that is romantic relationships, like I say, because it needs to happen. It's a normal part of life. If you're what would you do if, as an able-bodied person, if somebody was constantly talking about you behind your back, and or telling things of people, and it's not true, or it's something that they're seeing because they're causing this, which has happened to me before. It's something that I haven't had to deal with. I finally got around it and figured out how to do it. I am not going to say how I did it, because how I did it, if I state how I did it, it will identify me and my family, and I don't wish to do that. That to me is not appropriate. But what I say now is please. Another thing I'm going to say is sometimes, but give grace too, because sometimes they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they think they're doing the right thing and they're not. That's another thing. Sometimes they think they're not. They think they're not. They think that they're doing the right thing. This happens a lot with mothers or fathers. It happened to me with a family member. I'm not going to say who. Again, I'll identify. It's something where it happens. A lot of people with disabled children, or even adults or teenagers, are helicopter parents. They don't mean to. They think they're doing the best they can. That's what they know, and that's what they believe is right. It's not right. It's something that they should not be doing, but they don't know. They think that what they're doing is right, and I say again, give them grace. With that, thank you for listening to my episodes. My episodes will come out Monday and Wednesday. You can listen to me on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and many others, including iHeartRadio. The reason I've done this podcast is to give people a voice, because I think that the disabled community is missing a voice, but I am in a unique position of being able to afford minimal equipment to do this. I'm going to give you my email address. My email, if you want to contact me, is ke4key@gmail.com, and I will also, you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, at the Disabled Guy, and in a few other places where I put my episode out on Facebook too. With that, thank you for listening.